You see, GGplay is committing to Mutalist here. I don't think this is the best idea for him because there are Valkyries out, and he's got to focus on the Valkyries while those Goliaths are going to be ripping into the Mutalist as well. You see, he is able to. It looks like Fantasy's expansions are not protected by any kind of turrets. He is using his Valkyries for defense. It's probably going to be a good enough defense if he can keep them mobilized enough, keep them moving around. But you see Scourge are coming in here. Scourge might be able to take out a lot of Valkyries here. We'll see if GGplay is going to move in here. Yeah, GGplay is trying to get some harassment here, keeping those Valkyries at bay with those Scourge, but he didn't commit to that. I think he probably should have committed a little bit more to, you see GGplay going for kind of a double-pronged attack here with those Zerglings, but just being warded off left and right. I don't think he's done quite enough damage here. You see, he is expanding again to the 10 o'clock position. He might have trouble defending that if he's going to stick with this air grouping here. That air is just going to be eaten up by just these ton of Valkyries coming out. I don't think any more Valkyries are pumping, but 4 Valkyries is enough to take out quite a few Mutalists. See, he is going in again, trying to bait Valkyries in and get him with the Scourge. Not quite successful that time. Fantasy is doing a very good job of protecting his Valkyries with the Goliaths. He has a great anti-air squad going. And GGplay is going to have to start thinking about defending soon because, yeah, you see Fantasy is thinking about moving out soon with this Goliath and Valkyrie force. I don't know if he'll have enough at home to defend if GGplay decides to counteract, but you see he is moving out right now. This is so weird. I've never seen a Terran player go like an attack like this. It looks like he is bringing his Valkyries back to defend. He might have been trying to bait GGplay there. Oh, a lot of Scourge in. Valkyries going down left and right. You see there's one Valkyrie left. So Fantasy's going to have to pump some more Valkyries. I'm not sure if he's going to be doing that or not, though. He might be thinking about pumping out more different units. He does have a lot of Goliaths out, and those Goliaths were going to be able to take out the Mutalists. And any more Scourge that GGplay makes is just going to be a waste of money. And a large grouping of Goliaths going out. This is looking a lot like the second game. GGplay going to be hard-pressed to fight this off, I think. Very good grouping of well-rounded force from Fantasy. He's finally bringing tanks in, too, so he's going to be able to push into that natural expansion of GGplay very, very soon. GGplay is still committing to all Mutalists. I just don't think that's the best course of action for him here. All those sunken colonies are going to go down because of the splash damage from the tank. We'll see if he can pick off these tanks. I'm just not sure if he's going to be able to get the job done with just Mutalists. You see there are a ton of Valkyries around and just Goliaths everywhere. These Mutalists are going to be rendered useless. You see he might be thinking about doing kind of a counterattack here. He is grouping Mutalists up. We'll see if he's going for a flank here or what. And just natural expansion just being shelled to all hell. He is transferring Jones over to that 10 o'clock base, but that base is just so far out there. I don't think he's going to have enough to defend this. I think Fantasy might be moving to the finals here because just look at this. Nothing but Mutalists here. We'll see if the Mutalists are enough to get the job done. Sending Scourge out, trying desperately to take down that Valkyrie. Does take it down, but I think that Fantasy just has too many numbers. Oh no, GGplay. Oh, look at his face. He has to GG though. GGplay just being outsmarted and outplayed by Fantasy. Fantasy has just got to be on top of the world right now. He's just brand new player going right into the finals. Man, I never would have guessed that Fantasy would have had what it takes to beat GGplay. Especially on maps that weren't Plasma, but man. Well, at least GGplay got one win out, and I was hoping that he wouldn't lose 3 in a row, but that was quite a matchup, I gotta say. Very unexpected play from Fantasy. Fantasy showing that he is good against Zerg, that his record does not speak anything about him. He had like a 1-4 record versus Zerg before this, and that obviously that didn't reflect his true skills against a Zerg player, because GGplay is a very skilled player. Looks like GGplay isn't taking it too hard though. He does have one OSL win under his belt. He has a gold, so, you know, whatever. He's like, I already have a gold, I don't need another one. Screw you, Fantasy. Yeah. So, the winner of this will face a Protoss, guaranteed. The next semifinal will be between Best and Stork. Two of the best, I think they are the #1 and #2 ranked PvP players in the world. You could probably guess who #2 is, but yeah, I think that'll be a much more exciting matchup than this. Poor GGplay. Oh well, GGplay has given us plenty of good matches already. It makes me want to go watch that Dom OSL 2007 final again, because GGplay was just on top of his game in that series of games. Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's see if I have any announcements here. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to cover the OSL finals or not, because commentating is great, and I do like commentating a lot, but sometimes I just like to watch games, and I'm not sure if I'm going to just watch the OSL final, if it's covered like by Classart and the guys on the Vilatech account, or if I'm going to commentate on it. I mean, if you really want me to commentate, I totally will. But yeah, just let me know. And besides that, after the OSL, I don't have a whole lot of plans. I guess I'll just latch on to another Star League, maybe the MSL, or maybe the Pro League. We'll see. I do have quite a couple of interesting projects in the pipe. Well, you probably don't know this about me, but I'm a DJ, and I've been working on some songs using using StarCraft sounds. So I'm going to come up with 3 separate songs. One is going to be for Terran, one for Protoss, and one for Zerg. I am almost done with the Terran one right now, and it's actually come out surprisingly good. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to present it. It's probably just going to be like a video, and it's going to be like a music video with no video, really. It's just going to have like a funny picture up, and then it's going to play the music. Or if I'm feeling really ambitious, I might actually try to make a video for it, but that would take up a lot of time, and it would take a lot of effort, I'm sure, because I'm only good with Windows Movie Maker, and that's not exactly good for splicing together a great movie, great music video, but we'll see what happens. By the way, the the genres I'm going for each race, I am just finishing up the Terran one. The Terran is a hip-hop or a breakbeat track. I think it's more breakbeat than hip-hop, but it's funny. And the Protoss, I think, is going to be trance or ambient. And the Zerg, I'm going to have an IDM track for that. It's just going to be like an Aphex Twin track, pretty much. I think all of those are representative of the races. So let me know what you think about that. I will be submitting those probably after I do either the last semifinal or the final, if I'm going to cast the final. Still not sure if I'm going to cast the final or not. Just give me your opinions. This has been Nuke. I am looking forward to Best versus Stork. See you then.